take their map pick of Mirage very, very narrowly. After a very long slog, of course. And, well, SANGAL, they come onto their own pick. It's Dust 2. They come into the pistols. Sensei actually drops early. Not the start that they're really hoping for, but as they funnel their way up short, it's completely uncontested. A's been given up for free, and Majer, oh, there was a chance for him to do some big damage there. Instead, he's lined up on short, ready to take the jewels. The Glocks, though, they're keeping their heads down. They're funneling these USPs up close. This is where the Glocks are most powerful. Close and contentious. Close the gap, and, well, that's where they're most deadly. PAZ from short, being that spanner in the works, that pincer. Now Serini has to pull off a 2-on-1 clutch, and he really doesn't have the time to do so. As he swings, PAZ with an AK in hand. Engine, nice headshot there onto D. That's pretty huge. Gindo with one there. Engine's able to spam right through it, take him down. Majer, Collins falling. This is, yeah, really, really good. Bearing in mind they were looking a bit sloppy at the start of the pistol round. They're just kind of blitzing through Dust 2 right now, showing that it's their turn. Of course, you do expect them to win these opening rounds after winning the pistol, but with this kind of confidence... Oh, big nade through the mid doors. This is interesting here from 4GLORY. The 5-man mid stack with the USPs. I mean, they're just kind of going for funky pocket strats right now. I think they've established they really don't have a lot behind them here on Dust 2. I think we had a look at their Dust 2 stats not too long ago. Down. Nice wall here for 4GLORY to work with. Kind of funnels them into Kindo's crosshair. The logicman, a lightning fast headshot. D, my goodness. That AWP getting just as much mileage as it did on Mirage, but as he turns around, he's a second too late. PAZ is already there on the pincer, and it turns a 4-on-3 into a 3-on-2. Serini, he's good for one more. Messy spray onto Majer, though, as he tries to reset, and he just can't do so. AVN now left in the 1-on-2. Tries to pick up the AWP, can't do so. Sensei's there. He flies his way out. It's only the pistols here to try and contend with. AVN, I thought he was going to get himself one there. Instead, it's actually Kindo to find that opener. Collins with a headshot. What the hell is that from Collins? Oh, that's so much damage. And actually forced him away from that advantageous position that he had. One of the AKs now dropped. Kindo, he's fallen. Collins, he's now in a tough position as well, where he doesn't have much health. But D, what an... The way they play their Dust 2 is so meticulous. We see just crazy, crazy slow-paced rounds where they're just fully in control. And there we go. There's just an absolute showcase of that control. Playing it down to the wire, 20 seconds left. Catches opponents off guard by being in Gandalf, and that's just not the case at all. Sensei's ready and waiting on the angle for him, and logicman, like he's got X-ray vision. He's really the last line of defense here. Goes for the aggressive peek. That is clock. It's really slow CS. It's really, really slow CS. It's smart CS. It's actually quite beautiful to watch, to be honest, but not this entertaining, flary Counter-Strike that we saw over on Mirage. We saw a lot of rapid plays. It was very clear that SANGAL just don't practice Mirage too often. Here on Dust 2, yeah, cutting it down to the wire once again. 14 seconds on this clock. Sensei, I'm not sure what he's doing there. He obviously has no support from sight. logicman was actually planting the bomb, so he's looking long. No one covering his CT, and there we go. Charge around here. logicman bursting right up to the doors. AVN there to take him out. Serini finding one more, and Serini, oh my goodness. A chance maybe he could have found another before he dropped, but instead Sensei's there to take him down. Majer onto D. And now the man towards these B-tons will start helping his teammate. Engine on the execution out along. A lot of nades deployed. He makes his position known. He does actually fall, but that's just all a ploy to get this execute out on B. D and ABM, big kills from them. logicman finally puts a man on the board there for SANGAL. And how are they going to make this happen? logicman takes another. The B site, notoriously impossible to retake. And for Collins and Kindo, I don't know what their plan is right now. They don't even have kits. This is a round loss. There's no way they take this. That's it. Sensei times the peak to perfection, takes out Collins. They might have to go down with their ship, but that doesn't matter. For a round like this, that's cool. Kindo, he's just there for the exit. Picks up the... You can't ban people in the chat. A man disadvantage in a round where they need to take whatever they can get. Molly doesn't connect onto the man in car, means they have to clear this right-hand angle, and Kindo, he finds the shot. Oh, doesn't get the mileage. D gets dropped. That was such a key. Here we go. Oh, it's got a bit of a gap in it. Yeah, that was risky. Either way, logicman, he'll swing off of that contact. Kindo's there ready for him, and Sensei now needs to pull off a 2-on-1. With such low health, this is going to be a difficult clutch for him to make. but definitely a doable clutch. There's no utility here, so they're going to have to funnel in one by one. Sensei hits the first, but his crosshair is miles away from where it played. D spam down, but somehow still let to live around this smoke. Fires off a shot with the Deagle, can't connect it. Unfortunate whiff from him, but Serini doesn't make the same mistake. Doubling down, bringing it into a 2-on-1. Sensei, it's a great Molotov. It forces him out. Now isolated into a 1-on-1. He's not expecting the man to come from CT, but it doesn't matter what he expects. If you're going to just play for control, then have someone there. Definitely worthwhile. 1-for-1 trade early on. And D, big shot there onto Sensei. Keeping his team in this one, 3-on-3. They need to be wary of Engine, though. He's wrapped his way all the way around Carl. This smoke doesn't give him a sight line onto the opponents, but as he gets up onto the site, that should have been free. Instead, D reads it like a book. That's unreal. Now is logicman spamming away. Majer takes him as well. SANGAL, they're able to... Sensei. Oh, can't quite hit the shot there with that AWP. Oh, that 5-7, though. Doing a fair bit of damage. logicman, in the meantime, has found himself 2 kills on the B site. But D, the 1 in top mid, taking the duel with Sensei. If he wins this, that's going to be the bomb down. But it's so messy. The first shot was Kindo. He'll be taken down by Sensei. And Majer finding the opening pace. Oh my goodness. Majer, what on earth? He's just torn through. It's so difficult to predict when something like that's going to happen. He's just run in. He's found the opening kills. I have no idea how he's got away with that third. The smoke that the Molotovs give off kind of provides... logicman starts to push his way up. He's going to take the first duel. AVN able to take him down. Collins there to follow up as well. And as Collins falls, we come into a 3-on-3. Serini on the angle. Sensei ready to take him down. PAZ now just trying to get the timing onto D here. Either way, he should be able to win this fight. It's only a scout, but if D does something funky and pre-fires it, it could be huge. PAZ spins around, finds it. D's there to trade. Isolated right now. The last thing they expect is a push through this smoke. D's going to go for the trigger discipline. This is perfect. And as Majer, he's not even noticed it just yet. Finally, D has to fire off the shot. As soon as Majer puts his back to the wall, that's it. He's going to be spotted. D's going to be a little bit tilted right now that no one's peeked him before this point, but he's played it incredibly well. Spotted the arm of Sensei here and long. Sensei not going to peek just yet. As he does so, D doesn't commit to this too. And as we kind of expected, to be honest, it's their map pick. It's their best map in the pool. It's kind of their pocket pick that we always see them come into because they can beat pretty much any team on it. And this is why. Just so coordinated here. PAZ, double kill. Engine finds another. Even after taking the initial man disadvantage, they still just mop the floor with this 4GLORY pistol round. I mean, you're expecting this pistol round to be even. Yeah? You're expecting 4GLORY to at least find a couple of kills and get up onto the side. Timeout, of course, cancelled. It's the 4GLORY force fire that tries to keep them alive in this one. It's going to be Majer finding those openers. Serini and Collins, though, pick up the pieces. They take a hell of a lot of damage, but Kindo coming in from short. This could be the nail in the coffin they're looking for. If he finds this headshot, that could be round over. And as he does so, PAZ needs to win this duel, and he needs to win it quickly. Serini desperate to just stay alive here, and instead he does one better. It's the headshot and defense here on this site to go big. As logicman can't connect any of the spams. PAZ, he just keeps his head down, waits for the flash. Serini's blinded his teammates, and that's it. 2 kills, 2-on-2, make it 3. PAZ single-handedly taking this round by the reins. Are we about to go back and forth with the force spies? It looks like we might, because PAZ, he's torn through the opponents, and as he finds the final headshot, he's toying, he's playing with force spy in the next, and SANGAL should be able to close it out 16-4. Early kill found by 4GLORY, but PAZ mops the floor, 3-4 in. He finally trades it, but the flashbang, it's great. Sensei's able to swing with the P250, and despite the fact that he's got a scout in hand here on long, looking to be this first point of contact, as he flies out, spots the man going into pit. The flashes are perfect, but PAZ is able to double down in the meantime. So whilst Collins does take out Engine, PAZ is still so deadly right now, and he's still alive. Flips out to the USP, that's ridiculous. Finds himself one more. Majer follows up, but it's map point, but as he falls behind, he'll spot the man, he'll do the damage, does get tagged down to 30 HP, but he finds himself a FAMAS. I don't see this happening. I don't see this happening at all, especially as he runs in with his knife out. But there was a chance. That chance has now been squandered.